Hello, it's Simone. Today I decided it's time for an ephemera clear out. I am going to empty out everything and then I'm going through all the things that I want to keep in my stash, that I'm destashing, and usually what happens is that some things already get stuck into my journals right away. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this process. I'm gonna speed it up because it's gonna be a long time that I'm going to be working on this. And yeah, I'll chat to you in the voiceover. So I have established a system. Basically, what I do is I take everything out completely. Some things I put back right away, like the stamps, because it's the middle of February and I'm still using them to stamp onto my IncoWrimo letters. I sort all the things by theme first, and I often start making piles. Like, okay, sometimes I make two piles first. One pile that I'm still thinking about. Do I still use this? Or is this something that I can give away? I think that's what I'm doing right now. The right pile is okay, I can give this away. I have used lots of these. It's not the first time or the first thing that I'm using. Some things I add to a planner, a journal, somewhere right away, just like these date washi stickers thingies. It's actually a washi roll from Meatball, and I cut those all out. I used them the first time around in my writing journal, and every time I would make an entry, I would use the specific number of the day. However, I did not journal every day. That is not an expectation that I have for my writing journal, but then I will be left with some random numbers throughout. And so in January, I have used one whole set of these numbers to date the pages, just because I want to add them somewhere. And so I decided to just randomly add those leftover numbers to the dates that are still open. Is that making sense? And so that I used them up. Done deal. And then when I'm done with going through all of the things and figuring out what I want to put back into my stash and what I can get rid of, then I go through the pile that I am keeping and sort it back into the different places that it came from. Lots of the things that I am sorting or giving away are either things that I have multiples of, or things that I have had in my stash for a while and that I really tried to use, put into my ephemera hub. That's a new word that I just made up last Sunday, because I feel like capsule doesn't really describe what I have, because it's not minimal. It is just random things from my stash that either I would like to use up, or that I saw that I was like, oh my gosh, I was so excited about this 3 months ago. Why haven't I used one single thing of this sticker sheet? And so I put them in my binders and all the things. I have a video, and I will link it above, that you can check out where I keep certain things in my hub. And then I go, and if I still haven't used it after keeping it in that specific place, that's where I draw all the ephemera from, or take all the ephemera from, when I'm using ephemera to decorate my planners and journals and all the things that I'm decorating. If I still haven't used it, then maybe it's so cool and I love it so much that I make a point of using it that's next week. Or I decide maybe I just like the look of it and I loved it in somebody else's planner, but it's just not for me. And oh my gosh, I ruined the cover of this clear binder. It's still sticky, and if you have a recipe where I don't have to go out to buy something new, then please tell me what I need to do in order to make it go away. It's so annoying. I have two. So when I purchased these two clear binders, they came in a set of two, and I kept old planner inserts, A5 planner inserts in the other one, and as storage. And so what I did after filming this video, I actually took out the other binder and switched around the things because I just cannot live with the stickiness on the outside of this binder. Man, I'm not gonna ever do this mistake again. So that's what I do. You saw me put something into my creative journal, and all of the things in here are things that I like, things that friends sent me, things that I would like to use because they mean something to me. These are items that I would love to put into my creative journal. And for some reason, and now I'm coming to the other part of this video voiceover, I don't know about how it works or how your years go, but I just turned 45 and I see some kind of pattern. Maybe it's a self-fulfilling prophecy because I expect things to go bad in certain months, and maybe that's how that goes. But I am starting to see patterns where even though I'm going into a month or a certain time period with an open mind, full of motivation to turn this around and not let it happen again, for some reason, every time that specific period turns out to be crap. And I'm talking about the month of February in specific. And December is another one of those months where I just cannot deal with life. No matter how hard I try, I'm always super anxious in December. It feels like I think that specific problem stems from a period in time when my husband usually went on to conferences in the middle of December just before Christmas, and I had to deal with our 3 little kids all by myself. And maybe that's why I have such a fear of Decembers. Februaries have been the same. Like every time the excitement of the new year and all the ideas that I have for what I could do in the year, and no matter how fun they are and no matter how amazing or exciting all of this is, February is like the last stretch of winter before spring really starts. And it just is crap. It's stressful. It's, I don't know. So I'm right in the middle of one of those crappy months again, and I cannot live up to my own expectations. And so I'm trying to deal with that and seeing how I can actually do that. And now that I'm talking about that, it's so stupid because I am right in the middle of successfully working on NaCoWriMo, but for some reason I cannot see that. I'm not seeing that I'm actually doing cool things and I really like what I'm doing there, but I'm not getting to all the things that I really want to do. Maybe it's also because February is the beginning of baseball season and one of my children is playing baseball again, which I really love and support, but that means that now I have to drive 3 kids to 3 different places in the afternoons most of the time, and it's just, my life is driving through Silicon Valley with lots of traffic. and it's not fun. But at least I have some podcasts to inspire me and to keep me company when I'm alone. And I get some alone time with my kids to talk to them about things that matter to them. So that's cool too. But yeah, tell me what months or what seasons in your year are struggle months for you. For me, it's definitely February, and often it's also June, when every day changes again and my kids are not in school anymore and I have to adjust to that. That's also a really hard time that I have, because suddenly they're home all the time. And as I said, I have to adjust to that as well. And I have a really hard time adjusting to situations that are not everyday life. Yeah. So now that I spilt all of my emotions and guts with you, let's get back to the ephemera. I'm really curious how you go. Do you give yourself grace? But what if you want to give yourself grace for these thoughts and feelings that you have, and the hard time that you're experiencing, when for some reason I want to do so many things, but I just do not have any time, and that is just, it's such a bad feeling. So yeah, tell me how you do that, and even if you think you're giving yourself grace but you're still struggling, what else do you do? And so I don't know if I told you that, but I still have this folder, this green one on the screen right now, where I put in ephemera that falls into my eye, that is maybe specifically themed or that I really want to use. And then I put it, maybe my ephemera for January was already filled so much, so I just put it into the February slot. So when I'm doing my ephemera clear out, then I can add this specific thing, like these rub-on stickers, into my ephemera hub. Or I purchased these flower flakes, and something that I have been doing for a while now is, instead of keeping all the flakes, 4 of the same flake, I am just already giving 3 or maybe 2 of them away to friends, so that they can have a use of those too, and I am not stuck with so much stuff. That's kind of, it gives me, actually, sometimes when I look at the stuff that I have and I am in a bad place already, it almost gives me anxiety of how much I have, and I need to find a way on how to use it all up. Yeah, so I'm taking all the stuff that I have and putting it into this binder. I'm looking through the stash that I have. I decided to put all of Brandy Kincaid's stuff into a specific box, and not really sure what exactly I'm going to do with that stuff, but I just want it all in one place. And then, yeah, my baseball child is here, and I have to leave soon. So I think I'm almost ready to talk to you again at the time that I was filming the video. I hope, even though it sounded very depressing, you are doing well. I'm looking forward to a full week of work, so maybe I'm getting out of that week in a better place than I am right now. Does that make sense? So, I just wanted to hop on here and say that I decided not to fill up any of these pages, empty things, with sheets from my stash, even though I do want to work on putting dents into my stash, but I do still also have Happy Mail items. Let me grab that envelope real quick. Right here, that I will be adding every week throughout the next months. And so instead of overfilling this right now and filling it all the way up, I decided that I'm going to wait a little bit and maybe try using the things that are in here first and then slowly adding to this. This I received from my friend and I haven't really used it yet. I want to use those. I want to add some of the Brandy Kincaid stuff into my journal. And then these are so cute. The collages that I received from my friend Chelsea. I have already put them, 2 of them, into my journal, my weekly journal this week. I think I want to make a point of using those in my journal. I saw something else. I'm not really sure I'm actually going to use any of those stickers. I do like this one, so I decided I can still destash it at the end of the month. This was in here, but I used a rub-on sticker sheet that was dated like 1 through 31 in January, and I'm not really sure I want to use another set of rub-ons again. So this might be in here for a while. This one is super cute. I want to put this into my journal. I feel like these are amazing. These I haven't used, so I want to use those. What else is in here? And that's basically it for now. I also, I don't want to destash those, but I think what I want to do again is maybe make a week where I use lots of those. So before I'm gonna give those away. That's kind of the plan. And let me check what is up next. Probably there is an address. There is stuff in here. Then I have stuff here. This is a huge pile. There is stuff in here. Then there's an address on there. So I'm not gonna share this, but as you can clearly see, there is lots of things that will go in here. And I know that even though this looks like a little, this can last for a long time. I tend to not use that many stickers and embellishments as I thought I would. And I only left this washi tape on here. This is a new washi tape from Job's Journal. And I never thought I really liked blue that much, but I have been using this a lot. And so I'm going to leave that on and just wait what other washi tapes I will be collecting throughout the months. I don't know when I'm going to clear this out. I feel like maybe at the end of March would be another good thing to do this. Yes, so I do have a lot of stuff in this pile. And I also already have collected a huge amount of things every week that I will be adding to this. And I'm going to give this away on here. What I would like for you to do in order to be available to receive this and all the other things, I think I'm going to share a photo of the whole pile on the community tab. Hop on over to my Ko-fi page and check it out and let me know what you think of my year of making. Is that something that you're interested in? How would you go about sharing that? And what are you creating and working on making this year? I will have all the details in the description box below. This is US only, unfortunately. Shipping is just so expensive, and also the US doesn't ship to all the places in the world. So I'm just gonna keep this US only. Details on when this giveaway closes will be in the description box below. Leave a comment, check out my Ko-fi, and let me know what you think. See you soon. Bye.